Huh?
Damn.
Dude, hit the engine. Nice stuff.
All right, guys, it is Sunday at 7 o'clock at night. So we got home last night at like what? 11, 12 o'clock last night. Slept in pretty late, went to go get a haircut, and everybody was 3 hours out. I'm like, I'm not waiting 3 hours to get my haircut. So, worked on the truck a little bit today. I replaced some airline fittings. Lita did a quick clean out. What else did we do to the truck? Oh, I got the fifth wheel to slide back. What else did we do?
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. So we're gonna leave out tonight. We meaning not me and Lita. I'm kicking her off the truck. Oh, look at Mason sweeping like a good boy. I'm gonna take my youngest son Nate with me. So we're gonna shoot down there tonight. Be ready to drop first thing in the morning. We've only got 11 hours left on our clock for the week because we drove Saturday. So we'll probably shoot down there and then look for something close. If we can't find anything close, then we will have to just deadhead back. Because I have to, like I told you guys, I got to paint my dad's car. I might go ahead and do the manifold, exhaust, gaskets, and then I think that's it. I think we might start cranking on this house and getting ready to sell it before this housing bubble bursts. So, anyways, I'm gonna finish loading up and see you there. All right, good morning. We ended up staying at a rest stop about 30 minutes from this drop. And it rained on us all day yesterday. And it's been raining all morning today. So we're at our drop now. We're pointing the wrong way, by the way, Nate. So we got to turn this beast around. And of course, every car in the world is going to come down this road now. I'm gonna see if I can back into this lot, across the street, use their parking lot. See what we can do here.
The way we have to face.
That way.
There's no way we can go down that trail.
He said there's a metal shop down there. He said it's a little tricky, but there's a spot right here I can back in. Why isn't my backup sensor going? Hey, she was cute. See that? Female truck driver. Put our hazards on. Take my seatbelt off. There's another car coming again. Man, guys, give me a break. I could try to turn around in the middle of a desert and there would be cars coming. Pretty much, at some point, you just have to back up and they're just gonna have to stop. You know what I mean? You feel me, Nate? Yep, you're gonna have to wait, truck. Sorry, dog. That's what happens when you drive through an industrial park. There's a fucking pole right there, Nate. I barely fucking missed that. We're not going that way. We're not gonna go that way. I almost hit that pole. See that? Look how close I was to that. We're just gonna go down and turn around. That's what we're gonna do. Especially with all these cars piling up. That's all we're gonna do. Woo! Well, that could have been spicy. All right, guys, let me concentrate. See y'all in a bit.
Turn right on East Ackline Drive.
Shut up. All right, guys, we're around Gainesville off of 75. So about a year ago, maybe a little bit more, I went kind of crazy going around applying for cards, for fuel cards. One of them that I applied to ended up being TSD Logistics fuel card. But after they sent me the card, they told me how I found the fuel stations and what the prices were. You used to have to go on a website and they would just give you like this long list of where they were and how much it was. Well, my dad applied for the same card, and I guess they have an app now. So I activated my card the other day, and so far they have some pretty amazing prices for fuel. This card will work at like TA, Petro, Loves. I'm at a Petro right now. Nate just went to get us some lunch. But, I mean, my dad showed me a screenshot of Lake Park at a TA or a Petro there. And it was like 15 cents cheaper than what I could get with my fuel card now at Pilot or Flying J, whatever it is there, I can't remember. So, I don't know, we're gonna give this a shot. I'll let you guys know. I mean, so far the app is nice that they use. The thing I don't like about RTS's app is you have to actually click on the place for it to bring you in and show you what the price of the fuel is. Mud Flap in this TSD actually shows you what the price is before you even have to click on it. So it's like, come on now. I'm trying out the fuel from the app, kind of like the Pilot has. So, I don't know. I'll let you guys know. Let me get this fuel pumped. All right, guys. We got home today at around lunchtime, dropping that load down in Tampa. So I don't know if I mentioned this or not. When they replaced the oil pressure sensor, when we broke down and needed a tow truck, it reads like 100 PSI of oil pressure now. I was like, something's not right. And for some reason, when you turn on the key without the engine running, it goes up to 40, like around 40 PSI of oil pressure. So it's like that oil pressure sensor's bad again. So I ordered another oil pressure sensor. I just put the oil pressure sensor in. Same thing. So it might be a gauge issue. But today's the day that, or I say today, maybe today and tomorrow, it's kind of late in the day now, that I'm going to attempt to replace the manifold gasket. So I've already got the cooler line off. I kind of wanted to move some things around and kind of look at some stuff before I actually tackle this. Now you can see the sun's kind of going down, so I won't have much time today, but tomorrow I have a meeting at my boys' school, so I can't really work on my dad's car tomorrow. So I figured hopefully with a little bit of today and maybe tomorrow I can go ahead and tackle this and get the manifold gaskets taken care of and be done with this. So that's what we're doing. This isn't really going to be a step-by-step, just kind of giving you guys an update that hopefully it gets replaced. So let me get to work. I'm running out of daylight. Well, day 2 of working on the truck. We just got the header off. What a monster of a pain this is going to be. I don't know if this truck will ever be the same. There's so much you have to do to get to this header, and I don't even know if this was the problem. I definitely have a V-band leak that's blowing. Let me see if I can get this light any brighter. That's blowing down here. But I don't think this header was ever really leaking. I mean, you could see some black soot back in there. But it looks like it was coming from down here. Alright guys, I figured while we have the turbo and the header off, I would use some of my Super Clean to clean this up. All right, guys, it is now 6:30. I wanted to do this recording before the sun goes down because it's getting really low. So we're going back together now. We did not have an exhaust leak on the manifold. The exhaust leak was coming from a V-band clamp that I don't know if it wasn't tight enough or what. But we went ahead and replaced all the hardware and all the gaskets on the manifold anyways. I took the turbo off, resealed the turbo gasket. I believe that's the EGR back there. I took that off. Actually, I had to take these off, so I went ahead and used some copper gasket and put some copper gasket on the existing metal gaskets there, and then sealed that up. And then I think we had a little bit of a exhaust leak on this V-band, and I know for sure we had an exhaust leak on this V-band. I hope you guys can see this. Let me swap this around, make sure you guys can see this. Yeah, so this V-band here, the one just right behind the turbo, because you could see down on the EGR cooler all the black soot that it was dumping down there. The bolt that the Mack dealership said was snapped off, there was no snapped off bolts. It was just missing a bolt. So, and honestly, these were so tight. I took my cobalt impact that I usually use for my tires and rims, and it wouldn't even break them loose. So I ended up having to get my breaker bar out, and I had to horse it, but none of them broke off, so that's great. And then, and that's pretty much it. I'm just going back, sealing everything up right now, attaching everything where it goes, and then hopefully we'll be good to go. And then I'll be at my dad's tomorrow working on his car, hopefully. So let me jump off here before I run out of daylight. I just want to give you guys a heads up. I mean, it sucks that I tore all that apart when all I had to do was go back here to this V-band, and I could have just put the bolt back in back there that was missing that Mack said was snapped off, and this would have probably been a 30-45 minute job, honestly. So I don't know. I know how to take it apart now, so there is that. It was frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff on this that's really hard to get to, and I don't know. I wouldn't advise doing this yourself unless you have patience and have a bunch of tools, because it wasn't fun. So all right, let me get back to this. All right, it's 7 o'clock. I think we're done. I just have to top off the radiator fluid, because when you disconnect all these hoses, there's a lot of hoses that run to the EGR cooler and the turbo that are radiator related. So, man, I didn't think we were ever going to get this back together again. All right, let me top this thing off, and I guess we'll know next time we go out if it's worth a dang, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this mess we have out here. Look at that. I got tools all over there. I got all these tools right here. All right, let me top this off.